Welcome back to Virtual Reality Game Vet. This is the 5th tutorial video on making clothes in Blender for our friend Sky. Now, we're working on a tank top here. So, right now we don't really have anything that looks very much like a tank top. What we're going to try to do is make more rounded holes here at the top. I don't know what I was thinking here at first. I want to go into edge mode. That's not how you make a tank top. We only need these two on the sides there, right? So go ahead and delete these back to there. Delete those edges. Okay. Actually, go ahead and delete these edges too. Then I want to come back into vertice mode. What I meant to do was make a straight face right across there. So press F to make a new face there. F. Now we don't want to scale these. We do want to move these faces over a bit though. So go ahead and go into your face selector mode. And we want to pull these back over. Oop. AD select Control Z. Move that over. I want to be on my front view, make sure I've got that aligned right. So let me press 1 and home center it. Well, I made the wrong faces here. So delete those faces out. Make sure you put your right faces in. I want to go this way. Okay. F. Now, go ahead and want to center. Make yourself lined up here. Now this is a little lined up, little past that line right there. So we want to move this over so we've got about a straight line coming up. Well, you know what? We don't even want that perfectly straight. For now we do. Come to think of it. We're going to work with it a little bit. You can zoom in on it and see little breaks in the line if you're not straight. Okay. Now, back into face mode. Select that face. Hit 1 on your number pad. And zoom in a little bit so you can see your detail. And get in and make sure this line's straight too. Looks good for me. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to do is start making this round. So we actually want to select both of these faces here on the top, and we want to subdivide those as well. So hit W and subdivide those. Now I'm going to change my number of cuts to 3 on this as well. Okay. And then I want to come into vertice mode, and the only vertices I want to select here are the ones right on the corners first. So A to deselect everything. Hold control and circle these all the way around. Okay. Now the first thing we want to do is pull these down. And you notice immediately that will give us a bit of a rounding. Okay, now we want to A to deselect everything. Go ahead and hit Control. Circle all these vertices. Make sure they're all selected. Okay. And we want to pull these down too. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull down my top 2 center vertices just a little bit too. A, deselect everything. Oh, Control Z, and get them all selected. Pull these down a little bit until you're about rounded right. Okay. So there's the top of that. Now we actually want to move these middle vertices out just a little bit. So I want to A to deselect everything. Go ahead and circle all these. And I want to move these out a bit. Let me go ahead and press 1 on my keyboard so I know I'm straight. Pull these out just a little. I'm going to move them over just a little more and then move over these top ones a little. The middle set here. Okay. A to deselect. Hit Control. Circle these ones. Hit 1 on your number pad. Move these over a little so they're kind of straight. Alright. That looks cool. Okay for now. Now let me do the same thing over here. A deselect, then circle your vertices. 1 on your number pad, go back to forward, and I want to do about the same position I had over there. Doesn't have to be perfect, at least for me. I'm not actually trying to do these models absolutely perfectly, just more quickly. A to deselect, and circle those vertices. 1 to go back to forward. Hold Shift, middle button to move yourself over. And pull those out about straight. Okay. Now A to deselect, and let's see where we're at so far. Okay, that's kind of nice. Alright, but the next thing we need to do is actually make a bit more realistic curves here. For the front and back, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just put another triangle there, and there, F. And then I'm going to go ahead and make another triangle here, F, F. And then I'm going to make another triangle here. Oh, that's why. I still have all that selected. A to deselect. F. Okay. I'm going to put another one here. F. Okay. Now I actually want to make a little bit of a V in the front here. Your back can be pretty much like that. You can open up your back just a bit more. So let me go ahead and do the back real quick. On the front I'm going to make more of a V-neck. Have the back a bit more open. Okay. So to make my little V, all I'm going to do is just pull down this vertice. Something like that. Okay, now I'm going to actually want to pull back these vertices a little bit, just so I have a little bit more realism going on when we go in and modify this. Control Z. I'm going to go ahead and select all 5 of these vertices and see how that looks when I move it back a little. Okay. Now select the center 3. Just the top 2 first. Then back a little. There, that's close enough. Okay, deselect. Okay. Now we want to make the back just a bit more rounded. So I'm going to select all 3 of these, pull them down, and then just select my middle one and pull it just down a little bit. Okay. Now I want to do the same sort of thing on my sleeves there. So I'm going to select all of these, pull them down a little, and then just select my middle 2, pull them down a little. Okay, A to deselect. Now we want to add another triangle here, down kind of in the middle. So go into Faces mode and select all of these around on the sleeves, and W, and we want to subdivide those. We want to change the number of cuts to 3, and then go ahead and select, come back into vertice mode, A to deselect everything, select one of these, and put another little triangle right there, F. All the way around. Okay. Now it's starting to look a little bit like a tank top, right? Okay, so that's about good for my quick little tank top. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you the last thing we're going to do with this. We're going to solidify it and then put on our subdivision surface modifier. And then I've got to start making some jeans so I can show you how to put these little cheap basic clothes models on our characters. And then once it's on a character, then we can UV map it, right? Because we'll actually change the shape a lot by shrink wrapping it to the character. And then texture it, and then it'll be ready. Link it to the armature, and it'll be ready to render. Okay? So I will see you all again soon.